Hi, welcome to this quick tour of the VESTRO Getting Started wizard, which is the quickest and most convenient way to get going quickly with VESTRO. The page you'll arrive at is the Import Your Contacts page. Now you can import direct from your device contacts or from Google. The end result is the same, but we're going to use Google as the example because there's a couple more steps involved in doing that. So you need to tap the Authorize VESTRO button so that VESTRO can access your Gmail account, and then on the next page enter your regular Gmail login details. When that's happened, the next page you need to tap the Allow Access button so that VESTRO can access your contacts and calendars, which will then result in your contact groups being populated on the next page. Now you can import one or a number of contact groups, up to you. Just select the ones you want individually to create a list, and then when you've done that, tap the Import Selected Groups button. The import in the case of Google goes quite fast. It's somewhat slower in importing direct from your device depending on the power of the device. But upon completion you get a message to that effect, and then VESTRO displays a schematic to show you how it's treated your contacts. Essentially what's happened is they've been split into organizations, positions and people, just like the real world. We have organizations and roles that people occupy. Then you have the option of authorizing VESTRO to connect your contacts to their LinkedIn profiles. So you just tap on that and then enter your LinkedIn login details, much like you did for Google. It's important to realize though that VESTRO can only link automatically to connections in LinkedIn that it can uniquely identify. If it can't do that, then you need to link them manually later, which is a very simple step. An important part of maintaining genuine relationships is to stay in touch with those important contacts. And so VESTRO enables you to set up call frequencies, what we call PARs, or the number of times per year that you would like to call on or just have a quick conversation with important contacts. So in this case we're going to select Barbara and nominate 4 times a year. And VESTRO will then send us a reminder if we don't contact her beforehand. And you can add any number of these or do it later. Again, these may be added to your Google Calendar if that's what you want to do. That's an option. And when you do that, you need to nominate which Google Calendar the reminders should appear in. The next step is you may want to try a relationship assessment. Now the way this works is that the way in which you interact with another person, for example in a meeting, is a very good insight in the type of relationship that you're building with them. And so we use that as a mechanism to assess what your relationship is like. So let's go and do a relationship assessment. Firstly, we need to find a person we recently had a meeting with. In this case, let's look for Tim Huron. And VESTRO creates a connection between you and Tim. Essentially, this says that this is someone that you want to form a relationship with and you want to track it. So get the questionnaire, and we won't go through this now because this is covered in a separate video. There's only a dozen or so questions to do with your most recent meeting with Tim. At the end of the questionnaire, you're then provided with the option of selecting what type of relationship you think you have with Tim, and you can click on the eyes there to get some information on each one. Then when you click on Show Results, VESTRO will give you its interpretation of the meeting, together with some tips for future interactions to move the relationship from where it is to where you would like it to be. Then when you've completed that, you're now looking at Tim's record, and you see here that you also have the option of setting up a call frequency for Tim, much like you did with Barbara. And again, we'll nominate 4 meetings a year, and that then goes also into your Google Calendar. And that's it for the wizard. Thank you.